All right, I just hit record because I forgot to before. But here it is.
Thank you.
A C major 7 would when it's a major 7th chord, the 7th degree is 1/2 step away from the tonic. But a minor 7, but C7 or like a dominant, or it's also called a dominant 7, is 2/2 steps, so a whole step away from A major is A, C sharp, E, G. Is that right? Is that right? Yeah, I'm confused. Wait, I have it here. Okay, an A minor 7th would be, but an A minor major 7th. So A minor chord with an A7 with a major 7. So like a G sharp. What notes would an A7? What notes would an A7 include? A, C sharp. Yeah, you're right. That's it. You're right. Now there's also inversions. These inversions are called root positions. So that's just your normal chord. First inversion would be wait. First inversion is when you put the bass, when you put the bass of the chord over the chord. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm just going through the basic ones. So if anyone does play saxophone, listen to that.
What are inversions used for?
Inversions are used for voice leadings. You will see in a bit. We're going to do a little composition exercise in the end, and I will show you why they're helpful, why they're useful.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. First inversion would be E, G, C. So you put the C over here, and the E becomes the bass. Or a second inversion would be G, C, E. So yeah. Here's a visualization of that. So here it is. Here's why inversions are used. So here, this is fine, but it's weird. It's weird because all these notes jump around and everything is just, far away, and it just doesn't sound. It sounds okay. It sounds messy. Over here, all the notes are close together, but they're still the same chords. They're just ordered differently, and since the notes aren't moving as much, they sound a lot smoother, and it just sounds better. So if I just play that, the normal one without inversions. That's fine, but that sounds better. That's used in like a lot of pop songs, most pop songs. All right, so melodies. A melody can be made up of could be made up of only the notes in the chord, and that's fine. It is stable. The notes would work well with the chords, and no tension would be created. So if I just played that, it sounds fine, but it's boring. So melodies can also include other notes from the scale, but not necessarily from the chord. Most commonly, these notes come from the pentatonic scale. Most pop songs also nowadays use the second scale degree a lot. So, they have an obsession with the second scale degree. The pentatonic scale. So a major pentatonic scale is the major scale, but without the fourth and seventh degrees. The minor pentatonic scale is the minor scale without the second and sixth degrees. And that's because these notes are the most stable with the chords underneath. Again, you don't have to do that, but it's just common. It just sounds the best. You don't have to do that. If you can make it work without that, that's awesome. Rhythm, okay. Another simple basic thing. So music is divided into measures of bars. The length of the bars depend on the time signature. Oh, was I frozen? Okay, awesome. Right, so the length of the bars depend on time signatures. So the most common ones are 4/4, 3/4, and 6/8. The bottom number represents the note length. So this number represents if it's a quarter note, or in the 6/8 instance, if it's a eighth, no, not an eighth note. I'm sorry, I'm used to crotchets and quavers. So this is the American version of saying it is quarter notes and eighth notes. I'm not used to that. I'm new to that. Yeah. And the top number represents the number of those notes in the bar. So, and a whole note counts for 4 quarter notes or crotchet. A half note, a minim, is 1 half note is 2 quarter notes. A quarter note is 2 eighth notes, and an eighth note is 2 16th notes. Just math. A dotted note is when you add a dot at the end of a note, it means you're adding on half of the note's value. So half note, if you add a dot onto that, you're adding half of that onto it. So it'll be a half note plus a quarter note. And a dotted quarter note will be a quarter note plus an eighth note. Syncopation is one of my favorite things in music. It's my favorite word. It's basically the accenting of a beat that's not usually emphasized. So you have the 1 2 3, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, or the 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2. But you also have the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the ands aren't usually emphasized, but when you do, it creates this upbeat rhythm when you emphasize those values. All right, so now we're gonna go and compose something. I don't know what time it is. Okay, we have 20 minutes. We could either do a chord progression. I've given a chord progression. You can give me the notes for the chord, or I have a melody, and you can give me the chords for that. Or we can just do something completely different. You can come up with the chords and the melody. You can put it in the chat, or you can speak up, or we can try to do both. I don't know if we'll have time to do all of that. But yeah, if you want to just put in the chat or speak up what you would like to do. If not, I'll just go with this. Or I'll go with this.
That's fine.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, that one works.
All right. Awesome. Okay. So what you can do is you can, if you have an idea, first we need to figure out what key signature it is. So what the root note would be. Yeah, it is a bass line. So it's in bass clef. So remember that the things are different, the lines from the treble clef. What I want here is the chords, and what I want here is the melody. If we could do a melody for that.
Do the chords have to be written in bass clef? Because I don't know how to do bass clef. I can do treble clef though.
So what bass clef, what it is, so a C here would be a C here. So you just move one down.
So an octave down?
Not an octave down. But like if you're writing on it, this would be a C here in a bass clef, and this would be a C in a treble clef.
Okay.
If this is a B in treble clef, that's a B in bass clef.
Wait, so just like one line on the ledger line down?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Oops. Yeah, exactly. What you guys can do if you go up, there's view options, and you can annotate. Basically, you can draw in chords. If anyone wants to volunteer to just do that, it'd be awesome.
Do you want anything specific, or does it not matter?
Yeah, I put it this from the key signature. I put in the Roman numerals. So this is the tonic. So I want the 1 chord, the 6th chord, 4th chord, and 5th chord.
Isn't the 1 chord a C chord?
If it was a C major key, then yeah. But we're not in the key of C major. We are in. Do you remember the trick? So if it's sharps, you look at the last sharp, and you go up 1.
Oh yes.
Yeah. We need A major. Yes.
No, it's in the G major because it's the last sharp is G sharp, right?
Is the last sharp, and then you go up 1.
When do you go up?
So like that's the last sharp, and then you go up 1, and that's your key.
Oh, okay. I had forgotten that. Thanks.
Yeah. Wave asked me to record. I don't know if they will send it to you. I could definitely send you the presentation. If you pop in your email, I'll send that to you. I'll try to send over the recording as well. A, C sharp, E, G sharp. All right, do you want that in group position? Yeah, let's start off with the group position. Actually, I'm gonna make you guys, Logan, do you wanna annotate it on it?
Okay.
Do you know how to draw on my screen?
Yeah, I think I just have to make it bigger because it's a little small.
Okay. I'll just make the screen bigger.
Should I put it in treble clef or bass clef?
Bass clef.
Okay.
Awesome, yeah. We don't need the 7th. It's just a normal one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 6th chord, who wants to go next? Remember inversions, make it really smooth. First, you can figure out what the notes are, write them down, and then you can see how you can do it the smoothest way. So which notes can you keep in the same place? Which notes can you move by just one step? Yes, actually, I will send you the presentation. Does anyone want to go and do the sixth one? Sixth note of major key. Yeah. Now you can find the sixth chord by just counting up A, B, C, D, E, F. Yeah, exactly. F sharp as the one. F sharp, A, C sharp. Exactly. Do you want to write that down as well?
I can tell you where to put them because I think
All
it's
right.
hard if I annotate.
Okay,
So in bass class, you can either put the F underneath the staff or on the. Okay, so then the A would be in the next space above, and then the C sharp is in the next space above that.
Okay, so that would be good. Yeah, okay. So how I would do it, how I would look at this would be which notes are in the same place. So right now we have the A and the C in the same place. So we can keep those. Now this, that would mean this is moving down to this. And we don't want that, it's too big. You know, this jump is too big. So what we could do is move this up. And then we have F, A, and C in first inversion. So then we have just a smooth transition from this to this. This is only moving up one by step. Have that instead of. Now that's fine. That's fine because we already have two notes in the same place, so it doesn't sound too messy. But for the sake of this, class, we'll just do that. Fourth chord. So you count up from A, B, C, D.
Is it a D major chord?
It is a D major chord. Do you want to write it down? Or do you want to tell me where to put notes?
Yes. 1 second. I'm thinking because I'm imagining my fingers on my piano, or on my keyboard. Let's see.
You can just tell me the notes for now, and then we can look at it and figure out inversions later.
Yeah. D, F, A.
D, F, A. D, F sharp, A, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to keep it like this, or do you want to put it in inversion?
I think we can keep it like that.
Keep it like that? All right. We'll move on to this, and then we can come back to the whole thing and see how it sounds.
Wait, I'm still confused on how to find out which note to put in based on what the sharps are. I still don't understand it.
Oh, so the key?
Yeah.
All right. So you could either just memorize that diagram I showed that explained the keys, or you could,
I know this
if
is.
it's,
I know
yeah.
this is the key of A, but
Yeah, if it's sharps, you look at the last sharp sign, and then just go up. So at the G, and you go up one, and you get an A.
I understand that, but like
Yeah.
I don't understand how to put the or, like how to find the notes that are on the ledger line. Like I don't understand how you got there.
How I got to put these sharps in
No,
there?
not the sharps, but how you knew which notes to put on the ledger line. I don't
Oh,
remember how
here,
to do
over
that.
here.
Yeah.
All right. So a one, I've just noted down the chords that I want. So one chord. Is it because of the bass clef that you're confused?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was confused as well at the beginning. So an A here is A here. It looks like an F, but only because you move down one whole step.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
Does that make sense? You sure? All right.
Yeah.
With that said, Alex, do you want to do the last one?
No, I think I'll watch and
Okay. All
try to
right.
understand how that.
Okay. E sharp, G, and F. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I think you said Liv Marta. Do you wanna tell me where to put the notes?
I can try. Yes, the E moment.
So the fifth is E,
Yeah.
G, B. There's no E sharp. E sharp is just F.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
the
But you're
first
right.
note comes on the first line or on the first line.
Right here.
Yes, there. Yes.
That would be a G.
Okay.
So we want an E.
Oh, yes, sure. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. E, G sharp, E. Yeah. So that would be an E, because if this is an E in treble clef, this is it. This is the E in bass clef. Yeah. So then this would be G, and then here's the B.
Yes. Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Awesome. Okay. So this is how it sounds so far. Is there anything you guys want to fix or anything?
No, it sounds fine. It sounds like we're preparing for someone's murder. Pretty good.
For that, we could just move these, move these up.
Oh, now so we're happy about preparing for someone's murder. Okay.
Exactly. What I was thinking is this is too big of a jump from here. I'm just gonna move these down again so I can see. Or I can. Yeah, I'm gonna move these down again so I can see. So what we can do is we have this D in the same place, or sorry, no, this F in the same place. See, I get confused with bass clef as well. It's not just you. You're not alone. We have this F in the same place, and you can move that up. And we have this A in the same place. We have this weird note, a D. It's not on the same place, but it is really close to this C. See how it's the same chord, it's the same notes, but it's just a different inversion. It now has the fifth in the bass Well, this has the third in the bass, and this has the 1 in the bass. So then after that, we have this chord. Where can we move that from here? Which would be the smooth? Again, look at the. There's no same notes from here. All right, so what we can do, the smoothest thing, move that. Yeah, so then that would just mean like this whole thing is moved up 1. It's an hour long. It's almost over. 1 hour. We have 4 minutes left. Doesn't that sound better? Doesn't that sound a lot smoother?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. We don't have time to write a melody right now, but I do have one written. We have 3 minutes left. No, I don't think we have time for that. All right, so I'm just gonna, put in your emails, and I'll send you all the recordings. You can email me at mohit.i.edu@gmail.com if you need anything.
Why don't you end the class with telling us a little bit about yourself, like what instruments you play, other
Right.
than the keyboard?
All right, so I play the guitar mainly, and I also compose and produce music. Christopher, I'll send you the presentation.
Class is 1 hour.
Yeah.
And also, like you said, you were in uni. What are you studying right now? And what do you hope to be in the future?
I'm studying music production, and I hope to be a film scorer, so composing music for films. Which is why I brought up the Jaws theme earlier. Yeah, you guys can come to, if you like this class, you can come in to my next 3 classes. I will be talking about film music. I will be talking about music history. My nickname is Momo. How'd you know that? I'll be talking about music history and world music. So music from all around the world, like India, Asia. Oh, okay, all right. Yeah. Yeah, just put in your emails. I'll send you all the presentation.
Yeah, save the chat so it's like you can have the emails as well.
How do I say it? Is it automatically saved?
Okay, there's 3 dots next to the file, next to chat.
Got it. Save chat.
Click on the 3 dots, save chat.
Got it. Anyone have any questions or anything?
What can we expect from the next class?
Next one is music history. So I'll be talking about medieval music. I mentioned that a little bit today, and the Renaissance, and then classical, and then Romantic, Baroque music, which is before classical. That's where the Bach comes from. And like, how did we go from Bach to Eminem, for example? How did we go from Mozart to the Beatles or Cardi B?
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj, yeah. Top-notch music. All right.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Pass it
Thank
over
you
if
for
you.
the class.
You're welcome. I'll send you. I'll send it.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Mohit.
Thank
It
you.
was a good
Bye.
class.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Also, can I get your email so I can ask you, or I can text you if I have any more questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you also follow me on Instagram.
Oh yeah, I did.
So you can just DM me anytime.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.